How is that supposed to work?
Yeah, it's going. Your son needs help.
Don't do it on the Katie. How many times have I told you?
What?
Katie, side, widescreen. It's not Instagram. Okay, hold on.
It's edged out only slightly by my wife calling me to say that we were having a baby, but it's a close second.
Well, at least you got your priorities straight.
One of the reasons I'm really thrilled to talk
Old
with you is
Venom
that
costume.
we're doing a big program here on space.
Is that a mask?
So
I'm wearing this to Venom today. Oh crap, it's on that. Hey guys, and welcome to Jurassic Room. This is pathetic. Why do you do this? Will you please shut the crap up? I'm trying to just... He's been kind of having a problem since we saw Venom. I don't have a problem. You're the one with the problem. You have Spider-Man everywhere. You have Spider-Man toys, you have Spider-Man costumes and clothes, you have a Spider-Man blanket. You're such a pansy. Yeah, Venom's he's kind of a jerk. Anyway, I got a little mini V with me here. And we're going to talk about Venom really quick. So, I just want to do this really quick before I do my Overdue review. Actually, I'm just going to do an Overdue review now. I don't have my other phone with me right now, but we'll just go ahead and talk about the different characters and I'll overlay it later. So, Overdue for review for Venom. Probably, because it's not going to be too long. Venom's not a very complicated film to break down like Avengers or Jurassic World. It's very straightforward. Non-spoiler, really quick. I really like the movie. It's definitely better than Catwoman or, you know, Jonah Hex or any of those bad movies they were talking about. It's definitely better than that. It was a blast. It's probably one of my favorite superhero movies now, or, you know, anti-hero. It was really enjoyable. There were a few things I didn't like, but very few. I mean, that's definitely the no Spider-Man thing, and for what it is, it works. But, I'm definitely wondering what's going to happen next. I definitely am hyped up for a sequel, because I mean, it's common knowledge now, guys. If you don't want this spoiler, even though it's basically out there now, Carnage will be the second, you know, the main antagonist of the second film. Also, I cannot wait to see Woody Harrelson in the role, so I'm really hyped for the sequel. But another thing is, you know, because another thing, the after credit scene, because one is for Carnage, and it's not really a spoiler, guys. It's basically for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and it's talking about, you know, the movie, and I won't talk about that right now. Maybe talk about it later. But essentially, it says, meanwhile, in another universe. So I assume that, yes, all of this is in the context of the Sony's universe, which I still don't know how to feel about it. I really don't. It's like, okay, Spider-Man is in the MCU, and I know a lot of people were saying like, oh, Marvel is gonna get Venom because Venom's gonna succeed, and they're gonna be like, haha, we made a good movie. Now y'all can have our creation. It's like, no, they're doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing. I mean, I as soon as I came home, I got a notification because I don't have Wi-Fi on my phone that Spider-Man's gonna be in the Craven movie, and it's like, oh, which one? Tom Holland or Andrew Garfield or whatever sorry actor you're gonna get to play in your own Craven film? Why would you? Okay, Venom works in a way, but what would you do with Craven? His whole point is hunting. You're gonna make a hunting film, he's gonna hunt something down. Hunting Venom would make more sense, but even then it'd be more of a sequel to Venom than Spider-Man, you know, Craven himself. It's just a stupid, really dumb idea. And I love Craven. I want to see him in a movie. I don't want to see him in his own movie. I want to see him in a Spider-Man movie because that's who he is. He's a Spider-Man villain. He doesn't have anything to himself. He's a hunter who hunts Spider-Man or, you know, any other circumstance which leads him to hunt. That's who he is, and that's really, really, really dumb. So anyway, other than that, I mean, I really enjoyed the film. I mean, it's in spoiler talk. I'll talk about my favorite scene, but essentially all the characters were good. I think the brightest one was Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock in Venom, and he did a pretty good job. I don't know who does the voice for Venom. I assume it's probably Tom. I think he probably did the voice acting for Venom, but it's almost like a mix between Megatron from the Transformers movies, Hugo Weaving, and except for the last one, and Keith David, Goliath and whatnot, Gargoyles. So I really want to look that up. I think it's Tom Hardy though. And actually, that's one of the feelings I got from watching this movie. It felt very much like Venom, but also Transformers. If you get what I mean, there's destruction, some, a few explosions and all that, and like the whole idea of everything. It feels like I got the sense of a Transformers movie for some reason watching it. You know what I mean? I got that feel. But I forgot the woman's name. It's going to be down here. I forget her name, but she was a pretty good character. She was enjoyable, and then her, the guy who plays as her, her boyfriend, he was okay. He didn't really have much to do, so he was still good in his role. Riz Ahmed was really, well, I want to say he was good as, the villain, but he's kind of mediocre, if I can put it right. He's still enjoyable. I think he's better than some other villains, but he's kind of he's still mediocre. I mean, he's kind of like on the level of what's his name? Yellow Jacket. I forget what his name was, but Yellow Jacket. I smell the chicken. They're cooking chicken quesadillas in there. Right on the level of Yellow Jacket. That's kind of like what he feels like. But let's get down to Venom. Venom was awesome. There are tons of great scenes. And I'm actually, this review is coming a little late. We were going to go see it, opening weekend, but, some things did not pan out. I had to go somewhere, I forget what it was, though. And, of course, with this hurricane coming down on us, and we're probably going to get some rain. We might lose our power, so we're right in the line of fire for this hurricane, so I might not be able to post some videos for a few days or something like that. So we'll have to see how that goes. But definitely really great fight scenes. Like the scene I reacted to earlier with the family, him beating down like the Hulk and Avengers. That was great. And there's a lot more. The Venom scenes were what made the movie, so to speak. I mean, this was the best representation of what you can get as Venom. Like, even I would think that Disney couldn't do this. He bites people's heads off. That's definitely confirmed. All in all, I don't think I can really go anywhere more with non-spoilers. It was just a really fun movie. I think you really want to check it out. It's really fun. It's not, your over-the-top comic book movie like, say, even a Spider-Man, like Spider-Man Homecoming. It's very flat out, and really, you don't always feel guilty. You're not supposed to feel guilty for Eddie Brock in the beginning. He brought everything that would happen on himself, and that's kind of how he is as a character anyway. But Venom was a great movie. I gotta give it, I didn't really have any problems with it, except I think they could have used a few more. I definitely want to see the R-rated cut. I want to see an R-rated cut of Venom. I really do. I really want to see that.
Of course you want to see it.
Oh crap. Oh crap, he's back.
What do you mean, oh crap, you pansy? You're the one talking to me. In the third person with a little Topher Grace Venom toy. You think Topher Grace will bite off his head like every other person in this movie, you pansy? Now shut up and talk good about my movie.
Like a turd in the wind, he does not go away. Anyway. Can't really think. There was one really good surprise in the movie. Actually, two, really. But one was way more unexpected than the other. And I was really excited by this. It was really, really good to see the scene. And there's not really, any other character that really matters. And I'll talk about those characters, spoiler more in the spoiler review. So all in all, I think I gotta give this movie 8 out of 10. I think 8 out of 10 because it's there. It's a great movie, but it's missing. I really want to see whatever 40 minutes of film they had. I hope that would be action scenes you know, maybe involving something specific I'll talk about in the spoiler part, you know, and more of the R-rated stuff. Like an R-rated cut would work great. I want that bad now. Hashtag not Snyder cut, hashtag Venom cut. That's what I want. So anyway, guys, we are going to shed from the non-spoilers and get into the spoilers. So, you don't want any spoilers? Anyway, so, okay, spoilers. No, who? Okay, so it is Tom Hardy. He did do the voice of Venom. Okay. Okay, I didn't know if it was another voice actor. Alright, Venom cast. Because I'm going to talk about that now. Because really, you only have Carlton Drake, Venom, and Hulk. What? 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb, so yeah, that makes sense. 31% on Rotten Tomatoes. 95% like this movie. Definitely. Like this movie. Okay. So yeah, there's not many characters in this movie really to even care about. We'll start from the bottom and work up if I can remember. Richie Guard, G.S. Wade II, strip club bouncer, Al Jaleel Knox, Stoner Dude 2, Sopaluco, I think she was one of the doctors. Scott Hayes, I recognize him. He was one of the... Scott Hayes was one of the guards, I believe. Reed Scott, I think he was the other guard. Michelle Lee, I assume that was the chick that goes to Eddie Brock. I think I need to go to... Yeah, full cast and crew because Google doesn't have it, so... okay, a lot more than I thought. Okay, Ronnie Yelverton is prison guard, and most of these people don't have faces, so only the ones who do have faces. Sean Lee, San Francisco driver. Okay, yeah, they do. Okay, Amanda Marie Wilkinson is window shopper. James B. Reston II as pedestrian. Chris Ward is San Francisco pedestrian. A. Marshall Ward is patient. Grace Wan is actress. Oh, that is J.S. Wade 2, strip club bouncer. Etienne Vick as a window shopper. Phil Tyler is the SWAT leader. And man, did the SWAT get swatted. Keiko Thompson as villager. Gareth Taylor as New York City subway passenger. J.B. Tadina as SWAT Officer 1. Jessica Dawson Strong as restaurant patron. Chris Stein as mission control operator. Rishi as a guard. Boston Rush Freeman as a trolley team 1. Jeff Redlick as pedestrian with car. Buddy Ramming as a businessman. Paul Pillsbury as hazmat crew. Denny Pierce as Merc driver. John Azuna as Johnson prison guard. Donald K. Overstreet as operations specialist. Vaughn Mikevic as SF pedestrian, or San Francisco pedestrian. Ed Moy as pedestrian. Timothy D. Montjoy as restaurant patron. Yvette Miner as shop worker. You see there. Cosmo Millen as pedestrian. Jock Mikisic as marshal. Susan B. McGavin as cable car rider. Van Martin as FPD officer. Mary Lou Marr as cafe patron. Marcus Magwood as scientist / lab tech. Homero Lopez as street pedestrian. John Lopato as SFPD officer. C. Chin Lee McCall as villager. Elgin Lee as restaurant patron. Amy Lee as villager. David King as street chase pedestrian. Ron Cephas Jones as Jack. Okay, he's the guy who runs the paper. Cassie Hendry as street pedestrian, so as businesswoman. Tiana Hazard as boy's mother. Anthony D. Harris as pedestrian / restaurant patron. Jake Hansen as strip club patron. Apollo GT as villager. Melita T. Gonzalez as villager. Khalid Gaji as SWAT team member. John Gidier as SWAT team member. Danielle Gasky as scientist lab tech. James J. Fortes as waiter number 2. Michelle Fang as tech girl. Laura Destin as restaurant patron. M. Sean Cunningham as homeless man. Christian Convery as Joey the 8-year-old boy. Carl Kalanis sailor. And on a separate note, I want to point this out real quick. While in the theater, there was a kid dressed up as Mario. Not even kidding. A kid dressed up as Mario. I don't know if he's going through a Mario phase, but kudos to that kid. I should have gotten a picture with him. Kim Christopher Cadella as cable car rider. Kevin E. Chamberlain as San Francisco tourist. Kevin Karskelen as sailor. Carter Birch as scientist lab tech. Patrick Brown as mercenary. Marcela Braguillo as neighborhood couple. Ray Benitez as bistro chef. William B. Barbour as neighborhood couple. Angelina as tech girl. Joseph Amy as street pedestrians as mercenary. Megan Aldrich as street pedestrian. Yeah, remember Joseph. Wade Williams as Jason, prison guard. Oh yeah, Wade Williams. I do remember his part in the post-credit scene with Carnage. Or Cletus Cassidy. Stan Lee as Dapper Dog Walker. Yes, there was a Stan Lee cameo. And I had a full in-theater reaction. I wish I could post it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do it though. Because I had a blast with the in-theater reaction watching it. Probably more so than any other movie since, I want to say, Infinity War and Fallen Kingdom. But I got so many in-theater reactions. We got Fallen Kingdom, we got Avengers Infinity War, which are on the channel. I've got The Predator, Meg, Venom, what else? I can't remember. Angela Davis is evacuating scientist. D. James Jones as LF security guard. David Fleischer as flight trajectory specialist. Is he David? Ruben Fleischer, I was thinking, who was directing the film. Sorry, I got those two confused. Matthew Cornwell as ops director. Michael Burgess as flight technician. Brandon Morales as crowd control officer. Al Jaleel Knox as stoner dude. Oh yeah, I think that's the dude that is bonded. Oh, sorry, Blue host Jacob. Oh, sorry, Martin Batts Bradford as Jacob / host. Blue host as Martin Bradford. Stephen Trushert as stoner dude. Ellen Gersten as hospital lady with dog / Mrs. Manfredi. I remember seeing the dog. Javier Vasquez Jr. as MRI tech. Marcia White as diner. Diner. Ron Prather as diner. Elizabeth Brecka. Victory McKay. Jane McNeil. All as diners. Jordan Foster as waiter. Brittany L. Smith as bistro hostess. Selena Anduze as bistro manager. Zevi Duvall as a little girl who is the Riot host. Yeah, because Riot bounces around. Because the plane crash, the spaceship crashes in Malaysia. So while Venom, we'll talk about that really quick. So Venom, Scream, and I assume Agony based on the colors, because Lethal Protector. So those are the symbiotes that are brought back to the Life Foundation while Riot escaped, and Riot bonds first to Jameson. So John Jameson, I assume, because that is in the movie. I was astounded when I heard John Jameson, because I knew that wasn't a coincidence. So Daily Bugle confirmed, J. Jonah Jameson confirmed, all of that, I guess. But anyway, yeah, he makes an appearance. That's really cool that that cameo is in there. Although I'm still, Sony, Marvel, all of that kind of thing is still weighing on me. I want to put it this really quick. Venom was great. I am really disappointed, like I said earlier, that we did not get more symbiotes, because I imagine that's in the 40 minutes that was cut from the film, and I want to see the R-rated Venom cut, but I heard, Scream was going to be in this movie, that, they're going to have a fight between Venom and Scream, and I was anticipating that, and I was really disappointed that we did not get that. I really was. I'm really not happy that we only got Riot and not any other symbiote, test Venom's strength out. So, I'm really disappointed we didn't get Scream, because we see her symbiote in the movie. And one of the scenes I hate the most is when Riot, who is bonded to Carlton Drake at this point. Let me talk about that real quick. So, Riot hops from Jameson to a EMT who jumps to a village woman who jumps from an airport to a little girl, and that little girl jumps to Carlton Drake. She gets into the Life Foundation. That sounds terrifying. That little girl became Riot to get in there. Anyway, and then Carlton Drake, although, okay, back to the conversation. Carlton Drake and Riot are talking because they're bonded, and he says that, I'm sorry I couldn't keep them alive. So, I guess Agony and Scream are both dead, which really sucks, because they could not find a suitable host for them. So, it really sucks. And you really see, specifically with some scenes, why I assume it's Agony. I don't think it's Phage or Lasher. I really don't think it's either of them. I think it's Agony. And he earns that name. I mean, the dude that he bonds with first, I mean, he basically breaks him apart from the inside before leaving. And he goes straight for Carlton Drake. So I assume that all the symbiotes know that he's a suitable host. And then I guess Scream latches onto this other dude that's in the Scream. Or maybe it's Agony. I don't know. But we only see Scream for a short while. And then we see that one of the homeless girls, or this homeless girl that Eddie's a friend of, she was actually, and that was the one, the second scene that really caught me off guard, was when we found out that she was bonded to Venom for a short time before, and of course she died. Or I assume she died. I don't think we ever got that fully confirmed. Oh no! No, I know what it was. They bonded her directly to Agony, and then they both died, so. Or, no. I keep getting it. Okay. So, the Chinese chick, or the lab chick, who talks to Eddie and tries to have him show what the Life Foundation is doing, and we all know that she was basically going to be dead soon, but essentially, she dies to the Agony symbiote. I assume it's Agony. I don't, so maybe it's something else. Anyway, yeah, where was I even going with all this? I was talking about all that and I got off track. We'll continue with this and I'll look back. But anyway, yeah, those symbiotes are dead and I'm really not happy that happened. But still, we're getting Carnage in the sequel, so we'll have one symbiote. Although, where you go from there, I don't really know because you killed off all the symbiotes. What are you going to do? You're going to work out a way for Scream to come back, or Lasher, or Phage? I really don't think it's Phage. I think it was Agony, Scream, Venom, and Riot. Anyway. Otis Winston is chasing guard. Diesel Madkins as lab security guard. Lucas Fleischer. There's so many Fleischers in this movie. Guard at gate. Jared Benkins as Isaac / Blue host. Blue. They call it Blue. So is that an actual symbiote that I don't know about? Is Blue? Or is that just what they call it, the Blue symbiote? I would think that would be Agony. I mean, you have Scream in there, that's obviously Scream, so why would you just make up another symbiote when you have 3 others to go off of? Phage, Lasher, and Agony. So, it doesn't make any sense to me. Lauren Richards as Ziggy's girlfriend. Scott Deckard as noisy neighbor Ziggy. Sam Medina as shakedown thug. Oh yeah, the dude that gets eaten. Anyway, Michael Dennis Dennis Hill as reporter on TV. Nick Thune as Beardo at bar. Mac Brandt as Jack the bartender. Vicky Ang as elderly village woman / riot host. Patrick Shunda Chu as Malaysia Village tough. Woon Young Park as Malaysia Village tough. Yoger Yon as, I don't know, village eel shop owner. Yeah, the chick eats an eel, because the symbiotes are starving. She eats an eel raw, and that's the thing with Venom. Eddie, I'll talk about in a second. One of the best scenes was when Venom's hungry. So, I forgot to tell this joke to the guy I was with earlier, my pastor. This movie is sponsored by Tater Tots. I hate Tater Tots. Anyway. But yeah, they're hungry, and he gets into a restaurant. He's trying to show the pictures he got from the Life Foundation to his girlfriend. I forgot her name. But, and he starts eating anything he can. He gets really hot, and he gets into the lobster thing, and he eats a raw lobster. I mean, he's trying to eat raw chicken. He eats a raw piece of chicken out of the trash can, throws it up. It's hilarious with that part. David Jones is Drake interview guard. Same with Dean Brookshire, Drake interview guard. Ariadne Joseph as Eddie's TV producer. Amelia Young as Allie. Emilio Rivera as lobby guard Richard. Chris O'Hara as astronaut J.J. Jameson. Oh, J.J. Jameson, full name. Chris O'Hara, Astronaut J.J. Jameson III, Kurt Yu as Mission Control Translator. I'm looking at this dude's picture now. That dude could be Mr. Negative. Michelle Lee as Malaysia EMT / Riot host. Wayne Pierre as Dr. Emerson. Sope Aluko as Dr. Collins. Malcolm C. Murray as Louis Donate. Peggy Lou as Miss Chen, which she was funny. Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy, Carnage. Melora Walters as homeless woman Maria. Oh yeah, that's the homeless chick. Jenny Slate as Dr. Doris Skirth. Okay, so Doris Skirth, that's her name, who leaks everything to Eddie, and then she dies, after being exposed to the blue symbiote, or I think it's Agony. So there's that. I'll get down to all the other scenes in just a minute. Reed Scott as Dr. Dan Lewis. Dan. Dan's going to die in the sequel. Like, Cletus is going to come around, Carnage is going to come around and kill him. I think that's going to happen. Scott Hayes as Security Chief Roland Treese. Riz Ahmed as Carlton Drake / Riot. And Michelle Williams as Anne Weying. And then Tom Hardy, of course, as Eddie Brock / Venom. So that's the full cast. I want to talk about the after credit scene for a second. I really enjoyed the after credit scenes, and the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse one I liked. I guess it was just more of a clip of the movie, and I guess it's more of a tease that, hey, Marvel boys, you ain't getting Venom. You ain't getting none of this Spider-Man villains. We got him now. We got our universe. We got Tom Hardy, but you got Spider-Man. Anyway, I did my whole in-theater reaction. I'm trying to think of the scenes. That was it. My favorite scene, was when She-Venom came in. I love all the other scenes. I love this whole movie, all the Venom scenes. But that was a moment I did not expect. But, because after Eddie separates from the symbiote, because they're trying to help him, and he separates it after find out that the Venom's feeding on him. Of course, he leaves, he gets captured by the Life Foundation. I have to say, when Carlton Drake becomes Riot in that second, that caught me off guard too, because I completely forgot that he was Riot for a second, or that they had bonded. But essentially, Venom escapes the containment area and bonds to this yappy dog. That's kind of the joke of the movie. And that dog ends up, Venom ends up looking as a dog towards her, and he has the eye thing, and I thought that he was just going to latch onto her and find Eddie and like that. I did not expect what happened next, because when Eddie, about to shoot Eddie, and you see that the tendrils come around, I swear they must have been shooting Venom at the same time as Slender Man, because this feels like Slender Man. The black mask going, and you're in the woods with the. I swear, Sony, what did you do? You were filming on the same day with Venom and Slender Man. Probably a better version of Slender Man, because I heard that movie was crap. But anyway, all of a sudden we see the mask bite off the dude's head and throw him to the side. And I honestly thought that was just Venom. Then all of a sudden it takes form, and I saw, oh crap, that's She-Venom! They put She-Venom in the movie! And then, of course, they actually kissed, which actually makes sense with Venom's twisted sense of humor. But of course, bringing out, the symbiotes bring out the emotions in the toast, like Eddie, and then of course with her having feelings for Eddie, I assume that would be why. Although of course we know that Venom probably knows what he's doing, and a sick joke. Not gonna lie, slightly aroused. Anyway, gotta move that. She-Venom. Yeah. Anyway. Now I can't leave that She-Venom part. And then, of course, when they Venom transfers back to Eddie, we get Venom back again. And I really like that whole scene. That was one of my favorite scenes of the whole movie, was that. Can't think of it. Let's see. Eddie Brock, his character, because we don't really need to talk about anyone else. Real quick about Riz Ahmed and, you know, Carlton Drake. He's just such a... He's a mediocre villain, like I said. He's like Yellow Jacket and like how mediocre he is. He's just not there. When he has a whole, a whole talk about Isaac and Abraham and, you know, God failing, you know, I'm Christian. Anyway, failing, you know, Isaac being the true hero of the story. And all that goes to crap after the symbiote literally just offs the dude. Although I don't think that's really bad on his part. Anyway. Where is it going? Oh. But all in all, Riot was awesome. But, you know, he just was... And Brian himself, he was only in it for not even 5 minutes. So he didn't feel like a huge... You know, he was still a threat, but not a huge threat. Because he was hardly there. So yeah, he's kind of a mediocre villain. I imagine that they're going to go all out with Carnage, though. But with Eddie, because you don't feel guilty in the beginning, he brought all this on himself and he likes to put the blame on others. I mean, he did not have to read the file that would get Anne fired and him lose his job and all that. He didn't have to do that. So he brought it all on himself, and then, of course, everything that happens to him. So you don't really feel guilty from the beginning. He's the same Eddie Brock jerk that we've always known. I'm trying to think when he becomes Venom. Hold on. But I think the best parts came in this whole movie are the parts of Eddie Brock and Venom, because the whole thing, you know, Eddie's, you know, contemplating with Venom, and Venom's making fun of Eddie in a way, even though they're both really the same thing, same character. They're both losers from where they come from. And I also, because in the comic I heard about, they mentioned Clintar in the comic, but they don't mention. I imagine that's in the deleted scenes. So I imagine Clintar, their planet, is mentioned there. So, all in all, I think that's all I've got. I can't really think of anything else. You know, the characters have already explained. My disdain for not having enough more symbiotes. You know. I think that's about it. I really hope they do an R-rated Venom cut. I really think that would help out a lot. You know, kind of the opposite of what Deadpool's doing. They're doing a PG-13 cut. And then, you know, BVS did their R-rated, you know, extended cut. So, I think it would work. I really want to see it. But all in all, I think it deserves the 8 out of 10. It really is a really fun movie. I definitely want to see it again. I really want to show my sisters. Just thinking of some of the Venom quotes. Venom himself, like, I just love how the character was portrayed in this movie. Just fun, and it feels like Venom. But definitely kind of enough of a stray from the Lethal Protector storyline. Definitely bites off some heads. That was one of the best parts. Can't really think of anything else. I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I gotta listen to my reaction. Think of any jokes or anything. But yeah, I really like the She-Venom scene. I think that's my favorite scene because it was so... I didn't expect it, you know? So... But anyway, what do you guys think? Did y'all see Venom? I definitely loved Venom. It was an awesome, fun movie. And I really want to see it again. Throat's getting dry. But all in all, I think I'm going to sign up with that. Cannot wait. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And hopefully one day I'll be able to figure out how to put out my in-theater reaction to Venom. Or at least put it out for like a day, and then y'all can come in and probably wait until the strike is off my channel. Definitely do that. And then post it, and then y'all download it so you can watch it later. There. So it's like an hour-long reaction. So, you know, only an hour of the hour 50-minute movie. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Hope y'all enjoyed my Overdue review for Venom. Although, yeah, it's basically anything over opening day is overdue. So, yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it, and definitely love Venom. Although, I gotta add clips and stuff from now on, because my Overdue reviews, you know, it depends on which movies I'm covering. I usually add a lot more scenes and stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos.
That was stupid, you idiot. No. Do a better voice, you do better. Oh, you suck. I hate bonding to you. You suck.
I can't do the right voice one time because my throat's dry. I've been talking for 30 minutes and will not stop. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. You didn't even let me finish the laugh.
Are you way better than the Joker? Now shut up. And let's go eat your chicken quesadilla. You know we're hungry.
Not gonna lie, I really want a chicken quesadilla now.
Much bigger than me. And it's much bigger than you. Calm as a bitch. I don't believe in karma.
She better.
Hi, Eddie.
Oh, they did not. What makes sense now?
Oh no. I just bit that guy's head off.
I know, I've been there too, it's not fun.
The one with Drake is Riot.
Who's Riot?
Riot is what you would call a team leader. He has an arsenal of weapons.
Drake's got his own symbiote.
He is unstoppable.
Oh, great.
We have got to go.
We gotta go where? Where are we going?
Well, I'm coming with you.
Now, it's going to get ugly.
Well, she can fight ugly, trust me.
Yeah, I can fight ugly.
Not today.
Oh, that's bullshit!
Hey, don't give up on her. Either of you.
We won't.
Who's that guy?
Okay.
Wait, this thing looks delicious.
I have absolutely no problem with you sticking around, but if we do, we're gonna have some ground rules, right? You cannot just go around eating anybody that you want to.
I cannot.
No, you cannot. All right, we need to reiterate this. There are good people in this world, a lot of them, and then there are bad people. You have to tell the difference. The deal is, you will only ever be allowed to touch, harm, hurt, possibly, very possibly, eat very, very bad people, but never, ever, ever good people. All right?
Fine.
Good.
But how does one tell the difference?
Well, it's super simple. I mean, you just have to, like, you can intuit it, you can sense it, sometimes you can even feel it.
Whatever you say. But can we get something to eat now? Otherwise, your liver, it's starting to look really, really good. And juicy.
Yeah, definitely. I know a place down here. Hey, Mrs. C.
How you doing, Eddie?
Ain't nothing changed but the weather, you know.
No.
So, what culinary delights will tickle the pickle tonight?
Needle tots and chocolate.
Right, okay, no problem.
The payment's due, Chen.
Please. I can't keep doing this.
Now.
That guy, right?
Yep.
You come in here again. In fact, you go anywhere in the city preying on innocent people and we will find you and eat both your arms and then both of your legs and then we will eat your face right off your head. Do you understand?
Please.
Yes. So you will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind. Do you feel me?
What the hell are you?
We are Venom. On second thought, please.
Oh. He ate him.
Eddie? What was that?
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Chen.
Parasite?
Yeah, it's a term of endearment, that's all.
Apologize!
No.
Apologize!
All right, fine. I'm sorry. So, what do you want to do now?
The way I see it, we can do whatever we want.
Alright, that's crazy.
I need you to stay quiet. This is a me thing. It is not a we thing. You got that?
Fine, but make it quick.
Open on 5. You asked me, they're dumb to let him call the shots. Second he asked for you to interview him, I'd have shut that shit down.
Oh, yeah, you know, the FBI, they're just taking advantage of the one and only time you'll ever speak to anyone. They're hoping that I may help them identify some additional bodies.
FBI don't work up close and personal with him. The FBI will have to identify you. You don't follow the rules. Hey, Red. I got a visitor for you.
Cletus Cassidy. Oh, man. Yep. He does that. Carnage.
Hi, Eddie.
Hey,
You mind if we forego the whole creepy serial killer thing here?
sure, it's good with me.
I mean, I can turn it on if you want. And I can talk about the Dada's patterns of arterial spray.
I bet you can.
Tough to see you in this light, Eddie. Come on over.
All right. I'm here.
When I get out of here, and I will, there's gonna be carnage.
There's another one, but it's for Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Let the villain is cursed by the curse. We shooting first on our turf. Pay us our proper respect to pray for your God to end the perverse.
Another thing I thought, okay, so when they first, in the beginning of the movie, they said Jameson. So I guess that was a confirmed Spider-Man character. That's J. Jonah Jameson's son, the one who owns the Daily Bugle. His son was an astronaut. I don't think that's a coincidence. Of course, Sony's going to take that away from Marvel. Alright, I can't believe they got She-Venom. That was kind of fun. Heard the rumors. So that's cool they got her in. Because that's a character from the comics who she bonds. When she bonds with Venom, she becomes She-Venom. I had heard rumors that they were supposed to fight Scream as well, but I guess that's in the 40 minutes that was cut from the film. I was looking forward to that though. Kind of sucks that he explained that they all died. I assume the black, because he had 3 of them, plus a Riot was out, so one was Venom, the yellow one was Scream, which I was really hoping to see Scream. It's too bad. And then I guess the last one with the colors, I'd assume would be Agony, because they're going after the Lethal Protector storyline. And in that storyline, Venom fights 5 symbiotes. Riot, Lasher, Scream, Phage, and Agony.